It's a little bit chilly today here. Just a little bit. Not bad. It's going to be in the 60s today. But it's, you know, with my eyesight, my low vision, it's much easier for me to take videos of things than it is to write long posts describing things and everything, because I use my microphone and autocorrect always messes me up. So we got so much going on. We've got summer, we've got spring, we've got fall, we've got winter, we've got it all. And I'm so excited. Here's another female flower on my squash. This is an avocado squash, a Tiat bat put. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Here's one right here developing. But over here, I'll show you what I do. See this flower right here? This is a boy flower. So I'm gonna pick him, right? Make sure that I got that center stamen right there. It's got all that pollen on it for the girl. So let's go give her some of this. Trying to hold my phone and show you how I do this at the same time. Not super easy. So here's the stamen. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna rub it all inside that female flower. Hopefully get her pregnant. So that little baby squash down there will develop. We got more, so I'm gonna hold this because I've got more avocado squash. Now this is the one that has been in since July. This has been in here since July, and these are all new pieces coming off of it. And it's a crazy one. And I don't know if it's because, you know, Christmas is less than a week away, but we got a double. We got a double right there, a double fused squash. It was actually 2 flowers, but they are growing together. So we got those ones, and then we've got another one right in here. There she is. Another one. And then we've got another one. And I'm probably missing some. And then we got a nice big fat one right there. This is the spot that I have picked 3 squash from, just this spot. And it seems to like it producing right there. So I'm hoping that that means that the rest of the vine is going to do the same thing and that it'll just keep going. I'm starting to feel like, is this squash a perennial, Mr. Whitwam? Got these from Whitwam Organics, and I will link it in the description box. These are parsnips. So we got parsnips, which is normal at this time of year, and avocado, Tiat bat put, growing all the way around. These eggplants, these are Rosa Bianca eggplants. Located the seeds on Etsy. I always buy local or organic from Etsy, and I always try to make sure they're local as possible. So that one squash started from the bucket, put it up there, came around here, has went all the way around, and is now, the end of it is right here. So it is now doubling around there, and then there's more coming out in different spots. Now we got beautiful eggplants, still going. It's a good one. Still glossy though, so I'm not ready to harvest it yet. I'll wait for it to dull a little bit, just a little bit. Then I know it's done growing. I want to get it as big as I can get it. And then this is a long purple. It's got a bunch more coming on it. And then this is a white eggplant, and it's got more coming. Crazy. And then these are Airbach, another Japanese variety of squash. These are tropical varieties of squash, which typically they like hot weather, but I guess we've been warm enough for them. These are the poblano peppers. When I talk about them being trees, I'm not kidding. And I just gave them a really heavy pruning and bowls and bowls of peppers all summer long since, I would say, definitely since June for sure. I started these from seeds, and they are starting to get more flowers on them, which means more peppers, as long as the weather is permitting. Here's some new peppers at the tip. As long as this weather keeps going, okay? So we're gonna have lots of, I've already got some in the house, but we're gonna have a lot of poblanos for poppers. They make really good poppers. I've probably made about 10 pints of cowboy candy with the poblanos. I've got about 4 jars of green chilies, just green chilies, and then I've got some that have went red. So I made a couple jars of red chilies. And I've taken the poblanos and turned them into enchilada sauce. So I've got a couple pints of that. And we've eaten a lot of chili rellenos. They make great stuffed poppers. More flowers. It's just 2 plants. And seemingly, again, a never-ending supply of peppers. Less than a week before Christmas. So, but at the same time, you know, you got butternut squash. What? Right before Christmas? What? It's crazy. Sunflowers popping up everywhere. Those are all sunflowers. But then we got broccoli. Tons of broccoli plants. Collard greens. I got a lot more broccoli. Then we got radicchio. So we really have it all. And, you know, it's another strawberry season here in Florida. And the strawberries look fantastic. They're getting flowers, which means they're going to get strawberries. But also with the strawberries happening is daikon radishes, more turnips. Got another batch of turnips. Here's another batch of parsnips. They got radishes. I got this intercrop. This is radishes and carrots. This is just carrots, rainbow variety over here. You see the little carrot sprouts. See? They're very small. Okay. And then in here, I've got rainbow carrots, but also I've got watermelon radishes around the edge. So the intercropping is working surprisingly well. Now these are fava beans. This is their time of year. Hopefully, will it stay cool enough, long enough for them? We'll see. But then, you know, I intercropped at the bottom of the eggplant. I said, I threw in some choice seeds. Yum. Tasty flour. Broccoli, like. And then over here I got some red tatsoi coming up around all the squash. African blue basil, perennial, Whitwam Organics. It never stops, and it smells and tastes fantastic. I make pesto with it, everything. It's a perennial. And there's little babies coming up over here that, like, a branch fell down into the dirt and then it rooted right here. So I have a beautiful basil plant right here, a couple of them in there I gotta get out. But yeah, eggplant, squash, and broccoli. Here's more broccoli and collard greens. And then all of my beautiful, this is perpetual chard from Whitwam Organics. I've been growing this since July, harvested it all summer and continuing. This is Jericho Romaine from Whitwam Organics. This is the second. I did have a batch of it growing in July. Started in July. It all bolted, so I've resown it, and it's doing much better this time of year. It's tasty though. I really like that a lot. And then there's bok choy, Shanghai bok choy is the green, and then we've got some purple magic bok choy, and then we got some kale I popped in, and then another red tetsoy over there. But then here's some more of the lacinato kale in here with the Jericho. Some butter crunch lettuce. Again, I purchased from a seller on Etsy, a local seller. I buy a lot from Etsy, local Etsy places. Yep. And that is just, it's all going so good. In here, I've got more arugula coming up, and then I've got some spring bunching onions. And then over here again, I've done the intercropping. I've got tatsoi and then carrots. These are the little short stubby ones. I'm thinking probably a few more weeks some of them will be ready, and then I'll pull out the little ones, let the bigger ones grow. So there's tatsoi. I've been harvesting that now for a couple weeks. I just take off the big leaves, leave the middle ones, and I do that with everything, to cut and come again. Now here's more yu choi sum, which this is the perfect time of year to grow the yu choi sum. And then here's the avocado squash. Beautiful, beautiful. And I take it all the way down to here, pinch it like that, and just eat that whole thing right there. Yum. Got a bunch more collard greens. Here's some lemon balm, bunch of lemon balm, collard greens. All the stuff I'm showing you is from seed. Some seeds I've had for 2 years already. Kohlrabi. And then more kohlrabi down there. And then I've got some baby purple kohlrabi coming up right here. And some more red tetsoi. The red and the purple are fun. And then over there I got some purple giant Japanese red purple mustard greens. So I love mixing up all the colors. And when you grow your own food, you don't have to accept what's at the grocery store as being the only thing available. You can grow whatever you want. Just got to know the season right. I'm stuffing my mouth. And some things are not in season unless you're in Florida. And as chilly as it's getting right now, I look at the weather ahead and I don't see any danger of frost. So, no time soon. The amaranth's still doing great. Let's see what we got in the greenhouse. Woo woo! Oh, papayas. Nice. More broccoli to put out. Tons of tomato plants. I've been separating tomato plants for a couple weeks. I've got peppers and eggplants and tomato plants, and got some artichokes. Those are baby artichoke plants. I'm gonna give it a go, see what happens. I got lots of fun stuff in here. And then all the buckets except for one bucket is tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants. And in these buckets I have probably, I think, 8 different varieties going. So, and then up here I probably still have about 4 different varieties of separated tomato plants that haven't been planted yet. And then one whole tray is just eggplants. One whole tray is just peppers. Even my shishito peppers, look at this. These are babies. I'm gonna have to pinch the tops off. But even my shishito peppers are like December what? So it's a great season to be a gardener. A great year, actually, for me. And I do organic. So I just got a new round of some Job's 444 organic all-purpose fertilizer, blood meal, worm castings, cocoa peat, because I'm out of I use that for my mixing. But, yep. So I still have some bone meal, and I have Epsom salt. But yeah, good times. Good times. More broccoli over here and peppers. So even the dragon fruit is growing crazy. Everything's just growing. The only things that are not have said I'm gone dormant is my 2 figs out there. Otherwise, everything else is just still moving. Even the banana trees still growing. No stopping. I'm very hopeful. Can we make it through January? We shall see, everyone. I'll try to remember to put in the description where I get the seeds, and for especially the Whitwam Organics. This is Florida, local, private, studied hard, knows his stuff. So, and these are tropical varieties. So, good for Florida. All right, everyone. I'll make more specific videos. If you have any requests, let me know. I also like to post videos of showing how I take the food that I grow into the kitchen and what do I do with it. I love cooking too. Ooh, one more last thing real quick, because I think I'm going to grab these. I'm gonna grab these. I have a handful of kumquats right here, ready for harvest. Ooh, almost ready. A couple of them are ready. But ooh, that would go good with like a shrimp or a fish dish, because they're sour and sweet. Yummy kumquats. All right, everyone, have a great day.